finally listened to I Love You at Your Darkest by the one and only Behemoth, and I wanted to do a review of it. Behemoth have always been one of my favorite death metal or black metal bands, and albums like these were some of the very first I heard in the supergenre of extreme metal. This album definitely doesn't suck, and I wasn't super disappointed by it, but it's definitely not one of their best. To me, a big part of what's missing are some of the most, enormous riff moments you've ever heard on albums like Demigod. It's more atmospheric, you could argue, but I feel like the band always had, a symphonic flair that this album also kind of has, but doesn't reflect particularly well. Some of their coolest moments outside of this record in their discography, I think, come from the application of not typically metal instrumentation. I'm thinking stuff like Reign of Shemsu Hor, or those weird types of percussion on songs like frickin' Blow Your Trumpets, Gabriel. But the version of that in this album is the weird, lame, child vocals that open off the whole dang thing. It's a very soft around the edges record in general. The production is very cleaned up, and it lacks the same filthy punch as something like the early, ostensibly blacker death metal stuff, like the really blackened stuff, and then later albums like Zoskia Cultus or Demigod. I clarified black or death in the beginning because this album is kind of not really either specifically. You've got you couldn't call this black metal, but also if you called this death metal, people would ridicule you. It's a complete absence of blast beats or sick gutturals or multi-layered screams. In a lot of ways, it almost reflects around a lot of post-black, Death Heaven or Alcest that was trendy around the time, if I can recall. Again, this album doesn't suck, but there's a real dearth of really, really catchy melodies, and even the best songs like Bartzabel kind of just meander sometimes. It's good to note that, to me, Behemoth at their very worst sounds like the best 2 or 3 Lorna Shore full lengths, but still, I would give this a pass, even if you really love the band. I wasn't nearly as, reviled by it as so many other people were, but it also wasn't impressive, I will say. It's kind of just a gooey mush of a lot of the other things they usually draw from, and it comes off kind of just as the Satanist part 2, but much lamer. Overall, I think I'd give it a 7 or a 6 out of 10. It's good, but it's not great.